Chelsea are so weird, man, in this summer window. Like, I don't know how to describe their window. I don't know how to look at their window and give them an actual rating because they do a lot of good things. They do crazy good things in terms of the departures. They do it like no other. I think they've made up between 200 to 250 in terms of actual profit in the departures. Nani, Joao Felix, Renato Vega, and other scrubs and other bums going between 30 to 40 million and 20 million. Like, bro, what they do with the departures is second to none. I can't question it. I can't say anything bad about it. Yeah, leave that to the side. Then, even the arrivals, you can really argue and say, Hato, great signing. They beat Liverpool to it. He can play left back, centre back. With Cole going out, he can maybe replace him in that position. Great signing. Young, talented centre back. You look at Joao Pedro, elite signing, especially with all the inflation which is going on, especially with strikers going for 70 to 80 to 90 million. Joao Pedro might be better than them as well. All of them, like 100%. At what they bought him for, 55 million, great signing. Then you look at Gittins, but I mean, he's going around the price which every winger is going for in today's market. So, and he's talented, 1v1 demon, you know what I mean? Okay, all right, cool. Then I see this. And this really, really baffles me. Like, I'm trying to make sense to it. Like, it happened last night, and I slept on it. I'm trying to find a reason why Chelsea would go all for him. Alejandro Garnacho is now a Chelsea player. Here we go. They've signed him 40 million, 7-year contract from Manchester United. And in this video, I am trying my absolutely best to find some sort of reason why Chelsea would do this. Like, I've already got my perspective on why this makes no sense, but I've managed to find somewhat couple pointings which I'm looking at and laying, maybe that's why Chelsea did it. Maybe. Before we get to that point, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and of course, Chelsea fans, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. Like, are you guys a fan of this? Am I the only one who doesn't think? It makes no sense to me. All right, listen. Alejandro Garnacho, let me find some good points about him, why Chelsea would even look at this, and Maresca, Todd Bowley, the management of Chelsea, why they would look at this and say, you know what, let's do it. The first point that I can think of, he's young. Second point I can think of, whether he falls into the category, which he kind of does, he's proven, I guess. So he's played in the Premier League. He knows the Premier League. He's experienced the Premier League. He knows the weather of the Premier League, the taste of the Premier League, the grass of every stadium. I guess that's a point. I guess so. Third point is he got 10 goals last season across the whole competition and the year before in a very bad United team, which I guess means something. Then he is Argentina international. I'm just trying to think of something here. And last but not least, he's 40 million. If you really deep it in today's market where bums are going for more, like Otara is going to Brentford for 45 million. Like, if you deep it 40 million with a comparison how everyone is going for, it's not that bad. But that's it. Wallah, I can't think of anything else. Maybe he can score goal. I don't know. I really, really don't know. I really don't know. That's it, all right? Leave it to the side. Now, I'm going to give you why this makes no sense to me. Why this really and truly, I look at it, I'm baffled. Firstly, he's coming into a position which is already dominated by two players. One of them is Neto, who's done very, very, very well for Chelsea. Very well for Chelsea. Last season in the Club World Cup, and so far the beginning of this season. And another one who you've just signed 65 million for in Gittins. So he's coming in, already two players are in there. Then you can argue, well, his profile. Bro, similar profile. I don't look at Garnacho any different to what I look at Gittins and I look at Neto. Like, all of them have got the same mindset, which is speedy wingers 1v1, I reckon Gittins is way better. I'm looking at Neto and Garnacho, and I feel like Neto might be a better 1v1. His crossing ability is not the best. His vision is not really that best. And so I'm looking, his finishing ability, bro, he should be on 20, 30 goals last season with all the chances that he missed. So I'm looking at Garnacho, and I can't see a unique profile or a different profile to what Chelsea already have on that left-hand side. They have Gittins, and they have, of course, Neto. Then you can argue, well, he can play on the right. He doesn't really play on the right. He's played a couple games on the right when they had Rashford, and they're trying to put Rashford on the left. But Garnacho isn't really a right winger. He's a left winger. But let's say, for argument's sake, well, he can play on the right. You've got Steve. Steve is a better player. Steve is twice the player that this guy is, in my personal opinion. And you've got Cole Palmer, who can play on the right, which I think he is way better on the right than Garnacho as well. Then you can say, well, he played one game, false nine for United. I checked it. One game, false nine. You've got already Joao Pedro and Liam Delap. I'm looking at it, yeah. They are trying their best to get rid of Nico Jackson. But I really think if they keep Nico Jackson, it's a better option to have off the bench, and in terms of squad depth and in terms of squad rotations, then signing a Garnacho. Like, Nico Jackson can at least give you a lot of different options, whether you can play two up front in Liam Delap or Joao Pedro. Or argument's sake, let's say Liam Delap gets injured or Joao Pedro gets injured. At least you've got a third striker that can come in. Having two strikers across three competitions, and now you're playing the Champions League, it's risky. It's risky. I've seen it firsthand with my team. It's risky. Then at least Nico Jackson, you can even argue Nico Jackson can play on the left-hand side, which I think he's a creator. Like, Nico Jackson's a different profile. Now you talk about profiles. Now you talk about what kind of profiles for different matchups you need against different opponents. Nico Jackson can give you and unlock different things that Garnacho can't. Like, bringing the Garnacho on with 60, 70 minutes to go, Gittins can do that. Neto can do that. I don't see the use of Garnacho. I really, really don't. I feel like this is a signing which Garnacho has made very clear he wants to join Chelsea since last season. But Chelsea's moved on. Like, if this was last season, then fair enough, because last season you had no really a lot of wing options. Noni was there, he wasn't that good enough. Raheem gone, Mudryk had his suspension, and you really had Neto, Steve wasn't here, and X, Y, and Z. You've moved on. Like, this is last year's news. Why are you constantly bringing this Donny involved, and now you're back into him? Like, bro, you've already found a baddie. You've got a girl. You've got a missus. Why are you looking at someone that you had a crush on last year? Like, move on. You've got a missus already. You've got two misses. You know what I mean? In Islam, you can marry four. You got two misses, fam. You got two. Like, why are you looking at freaking Garnacho, fam? Yeah, they're not. She is not going to give you what you already have in two women in front of you. Her cooking, it's the same as your cooking. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see it. I really don't see it. And again, you guys might disagree with this. You guys might say, Faisal, you need to look at a different lens. Like, you're looking at it completely wrong. Okay. Well, not okay. Tell me how I should look at it. Tell me what kind of lens I should be looking into it. Because I did think of the advantages, and advantages is what I've just mentioned. The benefits of signing Garnacho, I've just mentioned. Tell me now a tactical benefit Garnacho can be used at. I can't think of any. Tell me something that you can add or provide to this Chelsea team, which you already have options that can do that. Tell me something different they can do. I can't think of any. I can't really think of any. Then you might say, well, squad depth, Champions League. But brother, I've just mentioned to you, having the likes of Nico Jackson on the left side, I think it's a better use than having a Garnacho. Again, this might sound crazy, but I look at this deal and I look at it with the same vision and the same lens that I've got Noni going to Arsenal. I feel like it's a deal which should not, the trigger should not have been pulled. That's just my personal opinion. I don't think Chelsea should have done this signing. The signing, again, this could completely backfire. I could potentially see Garnacho score 20 goals. He could potentially score against Real Madrid in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. I don't care. I can't see it happening. And I wouldn't be surprised if Garnacho goes on loan or gets sold within 2 years from now. I wouldn't be surprised. How about this? I'm trying to predict how many games I can see Garnacho starting, or how many games I can see him playing. Out of the 38 Premier League games, and let's say for argument's sake, Chelsea doesn't sign an attacking midfielder. Xavi Simons we've seen, here we go, he's going to Spurs. Fermin Lopez, I don't think Chelsea is going to pay 90 million because Barca wants 90 million for him. So let's say Chelsea signs no attacking midfielder. That means Cole Palmer now goes as a 10. That means the right-hand side is now available for Steve. Or maybe you play Neto on the right, which you can play, and you put Gittis on the left, and now you can play Garnacho on the left. I'm trying to think of options. Here. But then why not put Enzo Fernandez at the 10 position, put Cole Palmer on the right, and have Caicedo and Lavia against attacking teams? Or Santos, or be a bit more defensive secure. I'm trying to think of anything. This doesn't make sense to me, man. It really, like, you can see Joao Pedro as a 10, where he played against West Ham, and he did very well at that 10 position. So why not have Nico Jackson as a second option as a striker? Bro, it doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't. It really, really doesn't make sense to me. But this is my opinion. Again, you might have a different opinion. You might look at this and say, no, I'm a Chelsea fan and I want Garnacho. Explain down in the comment section. Let me know why you want Garnacho. And United fans, fair play, because I'm not okay. I'm not going to say fair play. He wanted to be sold. Like, he was never going to go back to you guys. Ruben already had made it very clear he doesn't want him. He wants him out. But I'm going to be real. You look at other wingers going for 50 to 60 million. You're selling. Now I'm looking at it from a United perspective. This is just bad this is bad business from a United point of view. You've got an academy graduate who scored 10 goals in back-to-back season, from what I believe, across all competitions, who scored in the FA Cup where you guys won that competition, who is an Argentina international, who's very young, who's scored a lot of goals in the Premier League, and one of them maybe the Puskas Award winner, who's done a lot for you guys in terms of, especially in the bad environment that you guys have been at. You're seeing other wingers going for way more, and they haven't achieved anything close to what Garnacho's achieved, even though he hasn't achieved a lot of things. And you're still selling for 40 million to your rivals, to your direct competitions, even though you're not competition anymore. But still, really? That's a bad business, man. That's bad business for United. Like, Chelsea, I don't know what you're doing it. United, that's just horror. Like, if you want to sell him, at least get 60, 70 million, fam. Like, same thing as Nani went to Chelsea. You man had a stinker. I'm going to be so real. You man had, it's not a surprise. You man got stinkers every single day. But this is just bad business for you guys. But, like I said, put down in the comments what you guys make of it. Let me know down in the comments. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you tomorrow with Chelsea versus... I forgot who.